was a one-day ride on a motorbike. It soon became a lap of the country. That quickly became a crusade for those in need in the outback. That's where the Footy Boot campaign came from. But now it's time to finish the lap, and that is, it's time to do Tasmania. So I'm just approaching the waterfront Geelong. Don't be fooled by the clouds. It's 34 degrees. It's a stinker. But the weather's about to break, and I was having a look at the weather over in Tassie, and it's been a heat wave over there. And sure enough, the weather's breaking tomorrow. There's going to be thunderstorms and hail on the west coast of Tasmania. You beauty. So stick to the theme. No matter what the weather is, just go for it. But one other thing that I found out is that just online, there's a lot of bushfires on the west coast of Tasmania. It's not a big place, Tassie, so I'll ride over there to the west coast and let's just see what's there and whether I can get through or not. But Tasmania's built for tourism. It's you know, all I've ever done is Hobart, so I don't know the rest of Tassie, but it's a beautiful looking place. So I'm quite excited about this one. Spirit of Tassie. Now, I'll be lying if I said I wasn't absolutely petrified right now, because the last time I was on a boat was about 9 months ago up in Sydney. And I threw my guts up for about 6 hours, from about 11:30 in the morning till about 5:30 p.m. I was crook as a dog. I was hallucinating, so I'm absolutely shitting myself this time round. Yeah, so I've got quells or whatever they're called, those tablets. But I'm hearing mixed opinions, so I'll take a couple of those or one of those and see how I go. So here's the Spirit of Tassie here on my right, so let's have a look. So as I say, this is the first time for me, so this is all new experience. So I'll just follow my nose and we'll see what happens, hey? What I do know is that Paul and Whitey from Hogs, Cogs and Chawsey Flogs, they're on the boat here tonight as well, with I think about a dozen of them, all on Harleys. I think I can actually see them at the front of the queue now already. And let's just see how long it takes for her to start hanging shit on the Indian. What do you reckon? I reckon it'll take around about 60 seconds. I've spotted Whitey already, so I'm going to be right up their backside. Have a look at this.
You know what that is? That's me letting the poor people in.
What I say, I told you it'd take about 30 seconds for an hang shit on the Indian. Got you, Whitey, you sucked in.
Polaris. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, good.
I'm going to get a photo.
What's the deal? Is it... Are you alright?
How's things, mate?
Yeah, good, mate.
How you keeping?
Yeah, pretty good. Helps me this.
I just got it.
Yeah, I just
There's about 30,000 bloody bikes in
as I
there
say, I've
already.
never done it, so
Well, there's a hog rally on there this week.
Is there?
Yeah, so there's going to be plethora there.
That's right. So I'm here talking to Whitey, and he's just let me know that it's a hog event over in Tassie this weekend. So there's still time for me to get off the
You're outnumbered, buddy. You're outnumbered.
I can still do a U-turn. Bloody hogs everywhere. It's that time of the year where it's the driest month of the year for Tassie, and you'll end up with, there'll be 1,000 bloody motorbikes over there. It's just the way it is. But this is, as I say, this is a first for me. So here's the Tassie, Spirit of Tassie here. Alright, so we have a windowless cabin. So we're in Devonport. I don't know what today is going to bring. All I know is I'm going to head west across to Stanley via Cradle Mountain. It looks like today's the day to go to Cradle Mountain because tomorrow there's going to be about 30 mil of rain and it's going to be -1 degrees. So I'll make the most of this opportunity today whilst I can. I've got no idea where I am. I'm just riding through Devonport. There are bikes everywhere. Look at them. So I reckon there would have been about 150 bikes on that boat just then. And that's a Thursday, it's a random Thursday. So just to recap, the Tasmanian alert map is showing the west coast on fire at the moment. And a lot of the roads are actually closed. But I'll still roll over there today and tomorrow and just have a look around, see if I can get through. Otherwise, I've been told there's some spectacular areas as you just come slightly inland on that west coast and head down to Strawn. So I don't think I'll miss too much. I hate coffee. I just like what it does to me. Oh, it tastes like shit. Alright, I'm back. So I've had a couple of shots of caffeine. Here's the Spirit of Tassie on my left. It's officially the biggest boat I've ever been on. And I am wrapped because last time I was on a boat, I was throwing my guts up. But last night that wasn't too bad. It was just rocking through the night, nice and slowly, like a baby in a cradle. And speaking of cradles, we're off to Cradle Mountain right now. Already Tassie's turning it on. It's a beautiful place. I know nothing about Tassie. I've only ever been to Hobart. It's sad to say, as somebody who's an Aussie, is that I've only ever been to Hobart and Port Arthur. But I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a great trip. talking about the roadkill in Tasmania. I'm about 10 minutes out of town from Devonport and it's everywhere. There's dead wallabies everywhere. Towards Cradle Mountain, the more you can see the clouds and fog coming in. I've mentioned this before on the channel, and that is that when you ride through places like this, through such dense greenery or dense shrub, the smell and the, I don't know, there's just something about it. It just feels like pure oxygen. It just feels like it fills the lungs up with something that's pure and clean. There's something about it. There's something about it. But at the same time, funnily enough, I can smell the smoke. You can actually just smell it in the air right now from the fires on the west coast. And it's actually now making more sense, because as I was rolling into the Cradle Mountain area, I could see dense sort of fog coming in, but it's a combination of fog and smoke. Righto, come on Paul, get on with it. Righto, we're at the entrance to Cradle we're at the entrance to Cradle Mountain National Park. I thought I'd just pull over and check the radar. So, hang on. As you can see, visibility's not great. But on the radar, it doesn't look like there's any rain. Oh, hang on. There's a little bit of rain, but it's just patchy rain. So I'm not too fazed by the weather. It's just the visibility's the tough part. So visibility's not great, but we're here now. So let's head to this national park and see what we can find. Right, I'm at the Cradle Mountain Visitor Centre. It's not great. The weather's not great. But I'm here now, so I'll see what I can capture. Just embrace it. It is what it is. But look, I've looked at the forecast for the next 7 days. It just happens to be today and tomorrow. It seems to be the worst 2 days. and then it's clear skies and 22, 23 degrees for the rest of the trip. But you know, you just got to embrace it, don't you? Can't whinge about it. I won't stay here long because it's bloody cold, but I might head over to this rock over here and just look back at Cradle Mountain. What a spectacular sight. It's quiet, there's a stillness about it, a calmness about being here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That's more like it. Righto, let's head to the coast. Alright, that's Cradle Mountain done. It was foggy, it was smoky, it was hazy, it was cold, it was wet. The sun broke through eventually, but you know what? I dared to go where no other motorbike has gone before, and that is Cradle Mountain on a day like today. And why have I said that? Because there are about 200 bloody motorbikes on that ship this morning, and not one of them went to Cradle Mountain. They all went the other direction where it was warmer. So I had the road to myself, I had the mountain to myself. That's how you do it. Oh, have a look at this scenery, it's just barren. Have a look at it. Hang on. There's smoke. It's just so barren. Alright, anyway, enough of that. Let's head to the coast where it's 22 degrees and clear skies. Right, I'm well and truly off the mountain now, or away from the mountains, and it's just jumped up to 18 degrees. It's magnificent. It's not quite sun's out, guns out, but it's at least wet weather gear off and get a bit of fresh air on me. Nothing seems too far away in Tasmania. Like, they're not big distances, like maybe 300-kilometre days. But it's the windy roads. You know, as much as some of them say 100 k's an hour, some of them are wet and they've got big hairpins and things like that. So you just tend to slow it down a bit. And like I was saying before, I'm just loving slowing down and just enjoying the atmosphere and taking it all in. I don't see the point in trying to rush this. It's much more enjoyable. No one out here. Just got the roads to myself. All these back roads to myself. It kind of reminds me of driving through Ireland, all around Ireland with all the greenery, the windy roads. I can understand why it's a bit of a motorbike paradise over here. Right, I just stopped for a quick 10-minute break in Alderson, I think it's called. Anyway, a good mate of mine who's born and bred Tasmania, he said get to Burnie because there's a steakhouse in Burnie that does a fantastic lunch. So I'm going to venture onto Burnie. It's another 29 k's away towards Stanley, where I'm actually heading for tonight. It's amazing. I was up at Cradle Mountain before, and it was 9 degrees. Hang on. And now it's 24 degrees. It's just in 24 degrees here. What a contrast, eh? Righto, so it's off to Burnie. I'm on the main highway around Tasmania, but it only goes for about 10 minutes and then I'll be on the coast again. I'm in Burnie now. That sun's got some kick in it. It's gonna be time. I'm gonna have to put the sunscreen on, I think. Righto, so Burnie's right on the water. Steakhouse. This has got my name written all over it. Righto, steak lunch, 6.5 out of 10. Righto, I've just pulled off the main road because I have found myself some big sticks. And I've got the footy on board. Yeah, that's right. It's still a thing. I'm still kicking goals. So I'm at the home of the Burnie Footy Club. So I don't know who they are. Who's Burnie? Let's have a look. So Burnie Football Club. They're called the Burnie Dockers. The Burnie Dockers, eh? Righto. So I'm going to have a shot at goal here. I have no idea how many shots at goal I've had or how many I've kicked. But just remember, the rules are there are no rules. I'm not doing this 30 metres out. I'm just kicking the bloody goal. It's a left to right breeze. It's not a bad looking oval. What do you reckon? About here, I reckon. Righto, one shot only, let's get out of here. That snuck home. You're guilty. Tassie, that's one for you. Okay, that's one down for Tassie, the Burnie Dockers. It's hot. It says 24 degrees, but it feels like 34. It's weird. For anyone who's watching this is not aware of what's going on with me having a shot at goal, there's a story behind that. I did a lap of the country, the mainland, last year, and I bought a football and I started kicking goals around the country just for a bit of fun. And the idea was to try and kick 100 goals in Australia, around Australia. But what happened was I met some lads up in the Northern Territory, and what turned out to be a quick lap of the country became a bit of a fundraising campaign to raise money for football boots for the boys up north in the outback and girls. And yeah, we raised almost 20 grand. So I've already given away about 35 pairs of boots, I think. I've got another 110, 120 pairs back home at least, and I'll be giving them away in around about May, June this year, when the wet season's over. So that's why I still carry a football, and I'm still trying to raise awareness about it. And I'll continue to kick goals around the country whenever I get a chance. I'm just doing some random U-turns and detours just to see what's around these areas. So I'm heading towards a place called Table Cape. Yeah, Table Cape. So this is Table Cape. That's why you turn off the highway, for things like that. I've just bumped into Kathleen here, who's a Kiwi, and how's this for a story? She's bought a Triumph over in Alaska. I'm going to run over and have a look at it first. Have a look at this. A Triumph in Alaska, over 100,000 k's later, is now almost back home in New Zealand. What an effort. Have a look at this. Each country has been written on the bike. Look at that. It's 107,000 k's, was it?
Yeah.
107,000 kilometres.
Kathleen
Yeah,
Perry.
there's Instagram there. Kathleen Perry 007, Instagram and Facebook. So jump on board. Started on the 1st of May 2023. Alaska, riding around the world to New Zealand. Well done, Kathleen, you legend.
Nice, mate. Get your bum on the seat and get riding it, mate.
Exactly. See you, Kathleen. How's that? Over 100,000 kilometres from Alaska all the way back to New Zealand via Tasmania. So Kathleen's going from Tassie, she's going back over on the boat, she's going to Adelaide, then up to the Rock, across to Brisbane, and then back home to New Zealand. What an absolute adventure. Good on you, Kathleen. Remember to follow her, Kathleen Perry 007 on Instagram. And I think Facebook or something like that as well. But I found her on Instagram, so have a look, you'll find her. What a great story. Stay safe, Kathleen, stay safe. To Stanley. That's the end of day one, riding around Tasmania. Great day.